Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday, which means it's Friday tomorrow. I wanted to connect with you tonight. I have received numerous questions and requests to do a live video on manipulation in relationships particularly. Hi Greg. Hi Abigail. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Beautiful. Manipulation it's a vibration, it's an energy. It's a very low energy, but it's a very powerful vibration. And the reason it's powerful is because there's a lot of momentum that's built up with the person that is manipulating. They are putting energy of fear, of insecurity, of anger. It's a feeling of overpowering. And the reason for that is because they feel powerless in the long run. They feel powerless. They feel afraid. There's a part of them that has been manipulated themselves. And it's their way of, it's a defense mechanism in a sense. You know, nobody is born manipulative. A lot of times it could be a parent. It can be, someone else in another relationship. It's really about when you're being manipulative or when you're being manipulated. It's really about taking an outsider's point of view and looking at the person and seeing that energy for what it is. You have to step outside of yourself and realize that this isn't about you. It's hard because the attack is on you, and I understand that. But you have to look at the situation itself and the person themselves and realize that they are lost. They are very lost away from their own guidance system. And that this isn't even about you. It's about their own issues, their own issue with their own vibration. Usually, if someone is manipulative, you're not the only one they're manipulating. And that's something you have to look at. You have to look at who they are so that you can have that power again, so that you can see them for who they are and then see you for who you are. It's a strong vibration. It's a lot of momentum, for sure. But it's only because their momentum of their low vibration is so strong that when you come in and you try to raise your vibration, they stomp on you. And so the main thing that I would recommend if you're being manipulated is to realize, one, that it's not you, it's them. It's something that they are going through. It's some kind of past regression or some kind of anger or something that happened to them that they are deflecting it onto you. And so once you realize that, then you can look at the situation and their words for what the truth really is. It's that they are feeling lost, that they don't have the power anymore, that they are feeling so powerless that they have to throw that power onto you. And you don't deserve that. You don't deserve it. And it's something that they really need to work on themselves. You can't change someone. So you either have to find a way to raise your vibration high enough where it overpowers them, in the sense where they are down here and you're up here, and you find a way to just not ever come back down. And sometimes that means leaving. Hi, Denise. My partner does this. Yes, the anger. You know, it's the anger. Something happened to your partner. We're not born angry. And Denise, it's something about looking at them for what they are. Once you can, I know it's hard, but you have to remove yourself from the toxicity. You have to remove yourself and realize that you're a beautiful, powerful, amazing light, amazing being. And that the feelings that you're feeling when they attack you or when they're hurting you is because you're being guided away from your true divine inner being. And in a way, that's a beautiful thing because we're feeling beings. So if you're feeling a low vibration, if you're feeling that someone is doing that to you, then you have to realize that that's something that you need to look at too. What point in your life did you realize that you don't know what you want? Because when you know what you want and you have a high momentum going on that, then you're focusing on positivity. You're focusing on the solution and not the problem. Hi, Peggy. So really look at yourself too and ask yourself, what do I want? We spend a lot of times living our lives for other people, and especially sometimes the ones we love the most hurt us the most. And we have to find a way to shift that perspective, to one, realize it, accept that that's happening, and then realize that you have a choice. You're in the now. This is the most powerful time that you have. And you have a choice either to stay in that victim mode, and it is. If someone's manipulating you, someone is a manipulator and someone is manipulated. And you have a choice whether you want to stay being manipulated or if you want to make a decision to either leave or to sit down and stand up for yourself. And if there's fear involved in this, there's a way that you have to find that you don't have to be afraid anymore. That what they're saying to you isn't true. That they're just mirroring what they're feeling inside. And once you realize that, then maybe you can put some new ideas down for yourself. Create a vision board of all these affirmations. Download my app, Subliminal Vision Boards. It has 100 different affirmations that you can look at, that you can put down and you can look at every day, and you can focus on retraining your subconscious mind. When you're manipulated, it's inside you, and you have to realize and break free from that idea that she's right or that he's right, because they're not. And you have to also think about it. Are other people treating you this way? Denise, yes, I do fear her at times. And that's really a sign. The first sign, Denise, is to realize that you are afraid or that you are being manipulated. It's a very beautiful and powerful moment to find that realization, to accept that. It's a beautiful moment. There are a lot of people that live in a settled. They just settle for it. They settle for the abuse, and they settle for the toxicity, and they settle for the sadness, and they settle for the madness. And the idea and the fact that you're here listening to me tells me that and tells yourself that you want a new beginning, that you deserve more, and you know this, and you want more, and that's beautiful. And that's a beautiful step. That's the power of now. Once you realize that, it's one thing to just keep going on and just living it and never breathing a breath of fresh air from it. But you are a fresh breath of fresh air, and when you realize that, then you can make a choice. Thank you, Amber. Denise, then you can make a choice, and it sounds like you're making that choice now. And that's a beautiful thing, because you deserve more. And the longer that you stay under someone that's manipulating you, the longer that it affects you. And you don't deserve any of this. And it's something that they are dealing with. It's them. You have to remember to go back to them. You know, I'm always talking about going within, and that's really a beautiful, powerful place. But when you're being manipulated, I believe you have to look at them for who they are. And you have to realize that it's them going through their own thing. They have their own quote-unquote demons that they have to work on. They have their own past, that something happened. There has to be something that needs to shift and change. Either the manipulator has to go to counseling or has to find a way to realize what they're doing. And sometimes leaving them is the sign for them to realize that they're just hurting you, that they're just hurting someone. And sometimes it just depends. Every relationship is different. And so there's really no cookie cutter way of going about this. But there is a way of looking within, and there is a way of looking at them. And the first step is acknowledging the fact that you are being manipulated. Denise, she refuses counseling. Then you need to walk away. It's really about you right now. It's about me knocking things over here. Sorry. Denise, if she refuses counseling, then she's refusing to grow. And she's refusing to really look within her own self. And there's not a lot you can do. You cannot change anyone. I want you to hear me. You can't change her. You can't change him, beautiful beings. They can only change themselves. If they're down here at a lower vibration, there's nothing that you can do to bring them up except either stay in your high vibration and hope that they lead by example, that you live by example. And if they don't want you high in the vibration, if they don't want you happy, then you need to walk away from those people. They're not healthy for you. You are a beautiful, bright, amazing being. And if you have to question yourself, if you're feeling fear and you're feeling an attack from people, from someone that you love, then they don't know how to love. And that's something that they need to figure out themselves. But the main thing is you. You need to feel safe. You need to feel loved. You need to feel alive again. And when you have someone that's overpowering you like this, you can't breathe. You can't blossom. You can't be the beautiful, wonderful being that you need to be. And in certain circumstances, Denise, you just have to leave again. I left, I came back, and I'm regretting it. And you know what, Denise? That's beautiful. It's beautiful that you're opening up here. It makes me almost want to cry because you know deep down, you do. You know deep down that this isn't right, that you deserve more. And it's great that you're here. And I'm guessing that you went back because she needed you. Why did you come back? Can you type a little reason? Because a lot of times we come back. It's okay, Denise. Cry, honey. It's okay. Crying releases that. Release that emotion. Focus on being happy. Focus on your own goals and dreams. If someone doesn't want you to be happy, if someone doesn't want you to live higher and live more and be surrounded by love and light, then you need to walk away, sweetie, because they have their own things they need to deal with. And from what it sounds like is that you want to be at this high vibration. You want so much more in your life. And she's just stifling you. And it's a choice that you have. I know. Most manipulators say they will change. And I know you love her, sweetie, but the thing is that unless you see the change, anyone can say anything. They talk and talk and talk. They know how to manipulate you back. They know the buttons to push. But see, the difference this time is that you see through it. You're seeing through her manipulation. And that's the now see what is happening with the right vibration, the right focus, the right perspective. And you've walked away before, honey. You can walk away again. And this time, though, don't look back. I know it's hard. I know, Peggy. I know. But it all comes back from being who you really are, from realizing that you've been guided away from your own beautiful being. And that's why you're feeling this way. She attacks you with things I don't understand. She's attacking you because she's inside, she's attacking herself, Denise. She's attacking herself. Something has happened, and you probably know it. You probably know the reason why she is manipulative. She had a parent that manipulated her. She was abused. She never got counseling for it. There is always a reason why someone becomes this way. You are not born this way, and it's something they have to understand, that they have to fix themselves. You can't fix them. You're up here and she's down here, and you can't reach them by dropping your vibration down. Right? She's manipulating you, sweetie. She says she can't trust me. I've never done anything for her not to trust me. Right? But can you trust her? Is she trustworthy? It's all you. Do you see the cycle? Do you see how what she projects out to you is really what she's dealing with inside? It's really about her. It's about what she is going through, what she's been through, and you cannot help her. We're not here to fix people. We're here to be happy and enjoy and be in a high vibration and follow our own purpose. And sometimes we get so stuck on someone else's life. We get so stuck on lowering our vibration and fixing them that we lose ourselves. We never lose ourselves, but we lose alignment. We lose alignment for who we are and what we're meant to do in this life. And I'm here to tell you that it's not about them. It's about you, sweeties. It's about your life and your purpose and your goals and your happiness. She threatens to kick me out if I don't do things she wants. Then leave. Find a friend. Find a family member. Get out of there. Nothing is going to change. If she's want to evict you from your home, I'd walk away, sweetie. I don't know what your situation is, but if you can go stay with someone else, or if you can, say this isn't working, you guys are already at a point where you either need to sit down and you need to have a conversation. Does she even know how you feel? Does she? Yes, exactly, Peggy. Don't stay where you're not wanted. You need to want you more. You need to find, and I don't mean to sound this way, like I'm ordering you, but maybe I am from a higher place. I feel like I just have to say this. You need to focus on you. You need to stop worrying about what she thinks about you, what she's doing, and start focusing on your life and what you want in this life, because it doesn't matter what she thinks. You have to start looking at it get away from all the fluff, get away from all the emotion, and look at her for what it is, for what she is doing to you. It's not okay. And when you finally realize that, which I'm thinking you are tonight, then it's time to make a change. It's time for either you to sit down with her and you need to tell her, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to be treated this way anymore. This is not okay. I deserve better. Either you're going to counseling, or we're going to start talking, or I'm going to start setting some boundaries, and I need you to really respect these boundaries, or we're not going to do this anymore. I'm not playing this game anymore, because this is a game to them sometimes, and they don't even know that they're playing it. There's so much regression and repressed emotion inside them that they don't sometimes even know what they're doing. Yes, Peggy, go to a shelter. Yes, Greg, you are in charge of your own life. Exactly. Peggy, don't be giving her your money. She's manipulating you. You have got to realize that. And I think you are now. Of course she's doing it on purpose. She's either doing it on purpose or she doesn't know any other way. Think about that. Sometimes, she's loved too. We are all connected. And I'll say it again. Nobody is born this way. She is probably a beautiful being and probably got really hurt and doesn't know any other way to handle it. And that's her own doing. That's her own way of dealing with it. She has to get counseling or she has to get some help, but that's her down here. And you need to focus on you up here. You need to bring the power of yourself, of your light, of your love, and bring it back up here and come from a place of love for yourself this time. And sit her down and tell her, this is not happening anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. I refuse to be treated the way you're treating me. And if she doesn't understand that, then you need to walk away, sweetheart. You really do, because every single minute that you're putting focus on this toxic relationship, you're stripping your own energy and your own purpose away from yourself, from what you're really meant to be doing down here. You're taking away the focus and the attention on your own goals and your own dreams, and you're allowing it because you want to fix her and you can't fix anybody. So she's coming home now. I can't stay much longer. Denise, it's hard. I have nowhere to go. Connect with a friend. Connect with someone that you might know through a group. There's always someone that can listen. There's always somewhere you can go. You can go to a shelter if you have to. You have some money. Yes, at times I am. You have got to get away from her. If you're afraid of her, then you shouldn't be there when she gets home. You need to walk away. You need to bring up your boundaries again. And if you're really afraid of her doing something to you, then you need to leave. Leave tonight, sweetie. Leave tonight, and the universe will protect you and build you back up. But I'm telling you, the energy that she's putting on you is not worth it. There's so much more of this life, and she's just a small little piece of it. And she has her own things she has to deal with. And if Greg, if you guys have a house together and you're part of it, make her leave. Exactly. Or Peggy, get out as soon as possible. There you go. Good, Denise. That's it. Figure it out somehow. Focus on the solution. Maybe it's tonight. Maybe this was the first step. Maybe you just start laying pipes on the fact that you want to leave, that you're going to leave. Start putting it out there in the universe. I created Subliminal Vision Boards app. Take some affirmations, retrain your mind, get yourself focused on how amazing you are, how strong you are. Start focusing on the solution and not the problem. Because if that's the step that you need to take tonight, then that's the step. At least it's a step toward the direction, toward your goals, toward your dreams. But I would get out, exactly, Peggy. Denise, get out as soon as possible. Save your money. Focus on getting out or having her get out. Timing is everything. So if tonight isn't the right time, then make tonight the time that you decide you're not doing it anymore. And find the steps that you need to take to get out safely. Denise, you're welcome, sweetheart. You're going to be just fine. You have an amazing power of source within you. The universe, I swear to you, when you finally release this toxic person out of your life, you are going to just fly out. The universe is finally going to say, oh my gosh, you're here. That's great. Go, Denise. Go be safe, my love. And come back here if you can. But make tonight the night that you make the change. Make tonight the night that you decide, I'm not doing this anymore. Okay, it's her house. Fine. It's her house. Great. Let her have her house. It's a house. You will have a bigger house. You will have a home. You will have peace. You will have love. You will have, connection again. You will, if you leave this toxicity, sweetheart, you will find that love inside you, and then you'll find someone that really knows how to love you. And look in yourself too. You've attracted this woman to you. There's some healing that you have to do too. And look at that. Make sure that you don't repeat this situation again. Exactly, Greg. Get out there. You need to be in a healthy environment. You are going to blossom. You are going to do so much in this life once you release this toxic anchor that is holding you down. Look at her as an anchor now. Forget that she's holding you down. She's an anchor. Release that anchor off of you, because it's only holding you down, and she has her own stuff she has to work on. But you have to focus on the solution of getting out of there. If it's her house, then that's her house. That's fine. Get out of there. That's it. Focus on the solution. Talk to people. Talk to friends. No one is alone in this world. Once you start putting the energy out there that you want more, yes, great, thank you, I've got to leave now. Okay, leave. Leave now and connect with me. You can IM me. But please leave. I understand you have to go because she's on her way. But make this a time. Make this tonight. Make tonight the night that you make the choice that you're not taking it anymore, that you deserve more. And if it's telling it to her face or writing it in a letter, get out of there, because she's only holding you down. And that really, it's for everybody. Anyone who's being manipulated, it's their own doing. It's their own problems that they're working on. You have to remember how amazing and beautiful you are inside. Yes, Peggy, we do. We love you, Denise. You've got so much love here and so much guidance. And you've got the universe. And once you finally let this toxic person out of your life go, the universe is going to say, finally, Denise, we've been wanting you to do this. So make it happen. Make the choice tonight. Make me the sign. Make this video the sign that says, I'm not doing this anymore. All right. I love you guys. I hope this video maybe changed Denise's life. If that's what this video was for, then I am so blessed and happy that I got on here. And I thank you all for your support. And please send her love, send her light, send her the strength that she already has within, that she just needs to see and feel again. And you know, it's a hard situation being in a manipulative relationship. But once you realize the power that you have within, and realize that it's not you, it's them. It's them, it's their stuff that they need to deal with, and that you can't do anything about it. You either have to live a life of vibration and let them just spew in their own whatever they're doing and ignore them. And if it becomes too much, then you just need to walk away. You really need to choose you over them. And that's really what it is about. It's about choosing your goals and your love and your purpose over their power. It's about giving yourself the power back that you've always had, that you just need to become aligned with, and realize how amazing and powerful you are, and what an amazing being you are, and how much you have to give to the world, and how much you're stunted being around this energy. And it's really about saying, I'm not doing this anymore. Setting boundaries. You know, some people don't even realize what they're doing. It's true. It's all they've known in their life. They were raised this way. And then they were just in more toxic relationships. And so they turn around and they become what they feared or hated the most. So it's a lot of what they're dealing with. It's all about them. And it's some of you. You know, we're attracting what we have around us all the time. We're deliberate attractors. So there's a part of you, your vibration, that is either in a I don't know what I want. And there's some looking within and finding out what it is that you really want inside. Because when someone knows what they want, they don't allow anyone else to change that perspective, to change that momentum. So I would release myself from the toxicity, and then I would look within and find why you've chosen to be around someone like this. Find out why you attracted that person to begin with. You know, people, they do change a little bit, but for the most part, we have a way and a tendency to really look away from the flags and the red flags that we see in people, because we have such a big heart. You know, we have so much hope for them, and we feel like we can help them, and we can be there for them, and we figure, you know, they're not going to be that way with me because I don't deserve this. You know, in the beginning, we know how wonderful we are, and then they come in, and their vibration is stronger, and slowly but surely they start cutting us down, and they start weakening you. But the thing is to remember that you are amazing, and you're wonderful, and you have a beautiful goals, and your beautiful dreams, and the first step is to realizing that you're being manipulated, and the second step is to focus on the solution to stop it. Whether it's simply having a conversation with them and setting boundaries and letting them realize that this is not love, this is not how you treat someone, and this isn't how you treat me. Or if it's all the way to an extreme of saying, I can't do this anymore, I won't do this anymore, I am choosing not to do this anymore. I am choosing me. I am choosing my life and my goals and my dreams, and I'm not going to allow any negativity around me. Sometimes we have to release the people out of our lives to really move on, because they're like anchors holding us back, and they don't even know it. And you know, sometimes leaving will give them a lesson, will be what they needed for them to change themselves. But it really starts from within. It really starts with you taking care of you and sending them love and sending them guidance, sending them strength, and sending them clarity to realize and look within their own hearts and shine again and find that love within them again, because it's hard. But once you focus on you, then everything else will work itself out. But it really starts with you and you alone, you within. And that's it. That's all you can do in this life, is really focus within, leave the toxicity, leave the negativity. And then as you're walking away, you love and you send strength and you send compassion and you send forgiveness to them. And then you don't turn back. You just keep walking toward your light, walking toward your purpose, walking to really back to you. All right, sweet beings. I hope this video helped you, give you strength, give you perspective, and give you some light shining on to the beautiful soul that you are, and to realize that this isn't about you, it's about them, and it's about you making the next choice. You have that power. You have the now. The now is the most powerful time you have. Don't think about the past. Don't worry about the future. Just focus on the now right now. The now where you're safe, where you're strong, where you're embraced around life and love. Okay. Feel free to message me. I'd love to hear if my words hit you somehow in your heart. I'd love to know if this gave you some inspiration to move forward in your life, because nothing and nobody, you should never let anything hold you back. You're just too amazing for that. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Be safe, and love and light to you always. Good night.